Hello, YouTubers. My name is Jackfrags, and welcome to some Battlefield Hardline. This is YouTubers versus YouTubers. There are a ton of online gaming personalities on both teams. You're going to hear Jackfrags in the background. He's the hacker. And then Levelcap is in my squad. And that's the only insight you guys are going to get to who else is in here. So let's have a little fun with this. Who else do you recognize? It's not just Battlefield personalities that are in here. There are guys that play multiple games. There are guys that come from different platforms that are in here. There's just a little bit of everything, which makes this a really fun round because Heist is one of those game modes where there's a lot of tactical gameplay, but then shit hits the fan and there's these massive dynamic shifts, and that's the way that Visceral set this game mode up. I've been part of the EA Game Changers program with some of the YouTubers such as Jackfrags, Levelcap, Matimio, and a bunch other people, and we get to play early builds of the game and offer a lot of feedback. And a lot of these guys have done it 4 times. I've made 3 trips, including one a couple weeks ago, and they've really built off that feedback. This game mode used to have 2 stagnant drop spots. So not only do the assaulters need to get to the packages in the vault, the 2 stashes of money, but they also had to get it to 2 of the drop spots. Well, they were stagnant. It felt a lot like CTF meets Rush. Well, now those drop spots that they have to get to, which are going to be highlighted on my map, move. There's 3 possible locations, and they can shift at any time. So here you're going to see me using the M416. I do have my RDS on there, which cost me $1,800, and my extended mag, which cost me $6,000. I actually did a video, which I'm going to link down below in the description, of how you could probably best spend your first $220,000 to make you very effective on any game mode, map, and of course getting that cash per minute up, because that's what it's about. The more cash you could stack, the more stuff you can purchase, and once you purchase it, you own it for that weapon. So if you get the kills needed to get the extended mags, you spend the $6,000, you have extended mags. If you go spend the money to get Molotov cocktails, not only do you get Molotov cocktails, but you get incendiary for the police officers. If you buy the revive pen, you get the defib paddle as well for the operator. So a lot of this stuff goes back and forth. And the taser, one of my personal favorites, which will be used in this later, 21,000. It is the primary I use in every single layout except for the sniper. Got to have something for that close quarters. So this game mode, the packages on the way just got dropped. So they're 2 money bags. So what can we do? Number 1, we have to stop them from picking up it again and getting to these defense points, these drop points. And it's not like arming an MCOM. They have to wait there with the package for about 10 seconds, and then the helicopter comes down. And it's not like Conquest. If you're contesting that area and there's 2 of them and 2 of you, it doesn't matter. The helicopter's still coming down. They have to get in this radius. It kind of looks like a Conquest burn area like you see in Hardline Conquest. It's actually illuminated. And that right there is the hacker spot. HVT. Jackfrags is actually our hacker, and we're trying to figure out what hacker mode can and can't do, what we can see. And of course, Levelcap's working with me in comms as well. So I'm shifting over. This is bad. They have our package all the way into the parking garage. So these are 2 of the locations. And that's like that. You see the location shift to behind me near our spawn point, which is kind of a blessing and a curse. So here's the good thing. The elevator in the back corner is very, very slow. Why did I get out my taser? It's only got an 8 or 9 foot range because you run faster. 10 to 15% faster when you have a pistol or your secondary out. That's very important. Open the door. Got to make sure it's not booby-trapped, which is very important. If a door is sabotaged, you're going to hear some beeping. Sometimes you might hear some flashing. You better hope that you could disarm it with a repair tool or get shot from the other side. Now, another thing that's going on in this round is watch my perks in the bottom right-hand corner. I'm actually going to pick up fast aim and fast reload, which I've done several times while playing the operator class and other classes. I'm going to show you kind of how cool this thing is once you get it cranked open. All the classes have different sort of perks, if you will, that you're able to unlock as you do better or more team-oriented things or get your cash up. And fast aim is crazy, and it is what it says it is. When you go ADS, it is lightning fast. There is absolutely no delay, which is actually really helpful because you talk about the bonus behind going ADS, aiming down sight, versus hip fire. It is big. And sometimes you don't want to make that ADS switch when you're getting up close and personal. Oh, it's going to take too long, too late. You're already dead. So here you see me kind of getting set up, running to the spot, beating the man, and it is going to get hot and heavy. One thing I do need to change is just like Battlefield 4, there is auto-leaning outside of cover when you're going ADS. There is a way to do a config file, just like I did for Battlefield 4, to take that out of the game because it really messes with your optics placement, where that red dot might go or your irons might go. So here you see me kind of burst firing at range. Anytime you see a red hit marker, that's a headshot tater tot, and it can add up. Levelcap said, hey, there's a guy kind of chasing you. I can see on the mini-map because, again, Jackfrags is working the hacker. I'm sitting on a med bag. The other thing about Battlefield Hardline is you can't just spam med bags. It's not like Battlefield 3 where you have a limitless supply. There is a major cooldown. So yes, you can heal through suppression, which is just a visual thing in Battlefield Hardline. Yes, you can heal through a little bit of incoming fire and offset the stink cloud, the gas, and you can hear Levelcap yelling ow in the background because it really hurts. That'll keep you about even keel. But when you're under the gas and you don't have a gas mask on, you can't see for shit. It really blurs your vision and obscures it outside of about 15 or 20 feet. So that can be helpful. But the cooldown on the med bag is about 30 seconds or so. These chandeliers, the people standing underneath them, simply shoot them 5 or 6 bullets. And there you can see Jack lighting people up with the HVT. The only thing I don't like about that is it's blue and it's kind of low. It should be orange for enemy, right? Or whatever color you set up. And here you go, little hot taser action. Don't tase me, bro. And just like that, it's reloaded, ready to go to the next one. Now, I could interrogate that guy. I could go over there and hold E and show me where every enemy is on the major map and the mini map for about 30 seconds. But as you can see, it was just a little bit too hot. Another thing to note is you could do an interrogation on anybody with a non-lethal takedown. So if you've got a two-handed weapon or the police baton or anything else that basically isn't a knife, you'll get the option a couple seconds later to spam and hold E to interrogate them, and it's very helpful. The thing I like about the taser is, number one, it's a one-hit kill up to about 8 or 9 feet, but more importantly, you can interrogate no matter where you hit them from. So just like playing any other Battlefield map, and here's where fast aim comes in, so pay attention to when I'm ADSing, you got to fill the lanes. You lose a lane, got to fill the lane. Do I want to play close to the packages because the name of the game is stopping them from getting in those packages, or do I want to kind of get a back rage on or stop a lane? Because the last thing I want to happen is our team to get flanked, because one good flank in this place is going to clear out a major group of your players, and that potentially could have come from the rooftop. I'm thinking it came from down below, but then there's nobody home. So you can see how quickly you rack up the points, and there was a blue spot, an HVT spot, that did not catch. Another interesting thing is we talked about in Battlefield when there's a commander on one team and the other team doesn't have a commander, it is not fair whatsoever. And there's something interesting going on in this map. When Jackfrags is our commander, also known as the hacker in Battlefield Hardline, the other team is still getting HVT targets. I actually get HVT bonuses myself. It's auto-signing me the HVT, which is crazy, and it's somewhat cool, because the worst thing is when one team gets a commander or hacker and the other team just simply gets steamrolled. And commander mode, also known as hacker, is completely different in Battlefield Hardline. It is chaotic. It is a finger frenzy, and I don't play StarCraft 2, but I'm pretty sure you need about 1,000 attacks per minute to be able to be a proper hacker in Battlefield Hardline. There is so much stuff you can do. You can control cameras. You could send off gas boxes. You could blind people. There is crazy stuff, and there you see my med bag offsetting the damage that's coming, but then I can't see shit. But here's the problem. Cars have a major blast radius. If somebody starts lighting this thing up or throws one nade, that car's going to blow up. It's got about a 10-foot blast radius, and it simply gets too hot. So have you figured out how many YouTubers and gaming personalities are in here? There are guys with millions of sub counts. There are guys that have hundreds of thousands of viewers on Twitch, which made this a lot of fun. And here we're pressed back. They've got one hang, and they're about to hit the second. We've got to stop them from calling in that helicopter. So do I go straight in, rushing in like a bull into a china shop, or do I sit back, try to put some pressure on, work some picks, and potentially establish another lane? Because it's all about setting up those crossfire angles. Because if they think that we're in one spot, but we kind of spread out that horseshoe of coverage, that means they're just going to get shot in the side, in the back, and that's great for you. If all of a sudden they start seeing bad guys on their mini-map surrounding them that can disorient them, cause chaos, and just have them basically freak out. And just, they won't get any kills, your team will get the kills, and you'll just kind of push them off. So here you see me working one more guy and just kind of pillaring right here, and we're down to 20-some tickets, but there's 5 minutes left. That's the thing. When you're playing 11v11 or 5v5s, a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun playing late-night Heist, 5v5, 6v6, is that timer is also important. Now, when you get in some 32-man servers and it's 16v16 and there's a lot of hot and just frantic action, the tickets go a lot quicker. Then you see where I'm kind of like auto-locking when I'm ADSing, so that's one of the things I'm going to be doing quickly is doing my config file for Battlefield Hardline. Haven't even looked at it yet, but it's definitely at the top of my list because it's just really annoying because it throws off where you're looking at. So the Battlefield Hardline developers are all about balancing this game. There aren't a ton of guns in the game, which is great because there won't be a ton of balance issues. They've already identified a ton of them. I'm going to link a forum thread down below so you guys can take a look at. And just like that, I'm getting HVT points and some bonuses for killing the bag. It's all about playing that objective. And don't forget, as you get close to a bag and you recover it, that's 500 per. If you're the guy that picks up the bag and scores it, if you're on the criminal side, that's 1,000 for the bag. And, of course, a bonus whenever you touch it of like 150 to 250. So Heist is completely chaotic. A team could be absolutely getting smashed in the mouth for several minutes, but then they blow through a wall. Or they drop the AC unit through the vault, and they leak out the back way. Or there's 2 bags in motion, and all of a sudden your entire team engulfs one bag. Meanwhile, the other one skirts out a back door and gets a free hang. That's pretty much what happened in this round. We had them bottled up, but then we let them loose, just like this. You see they've established a parking garage, and we're all playing the cards close to the chest right now, which if there's a lot of tickets left, that would probably be really, really bad. But the good news is there's only a couple of tickets, and I'm trying to reestablish this right lane. So what do you guys think? Have you identified all the YouTube personalities and gaming personalities as they dodge a massive bullets? Shotguns really, really hurt. And here is the fast reload. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know. I've got a couple more hot rounds of YouTuber versus YouTuber. And remember, this is an open beta. Doesn't matter what I say, what others say on YouTube or Twitch. Download it, get your hands dirty, play it, have some fun. Do you love it? Do you hate it? What would you change? Give the developers some feedback. That's all they're looking for. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you soon.